All right, so Latin versus Jerome Randle. The end result of the game was exactly how I predicted. It was going to be a race to 30. It was going to be offense versus offense, and I gave the edge to Jerome because Jerome has, in my opinion, the highest baseline of offense in the entire space. That being said, the content of the game was a little bit different than how I predicted. Lat definitely could have won the game, and he had the issue of closing out the game. He gapped Jerome twice, once in the first half, once in the second half. So I think it was like 12-3 or some shit in the first half, and then Jerome went up in halftime, if I'm remembering that correctly. Then out of halftime, Jerome what was it? Jerome was down 19 to 25, no, 17 to 25. And then Jerome went on another run, intermittently, actually. It kind of looks like a run, but, anyways, the score ended up being 30 to 28. I'm just going to say right now, there was a point in the game where I think it was the halftime shot that Jerome made, where he dribbled 5 times, and nobody called it. Nobody said anything. So by that logic, LP beat Joseph. Like, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, or at least it's not a clear cut loss, because he literally did dribble 5 times, and the score is technically 28 to 28. But whatever, Jerome won. But Lat definitely could have won. He was pissing me off because he kept trying to. His shot wasn't falling. He was getting good looks, obviously, because Jerome's defense is mediocre, but he was getting good looks. It just wasn't falling. And I'm like, Lat, go downhill. You're going to draw a foul, or you can get a step back three going downhill. His problem was that Jerome was shading him left, and Lat wasn't comfortable, or isn't comfortable, going left. So not only was he was just kind of taking what he was given, right? He wasn't shifting Jerome, and his three wasn't falling. So I'm like, bro, go downhill. And he kept shooting a bunch of threes. And yeah, he was kind of at a drought when he hit 25. He hit 1 3 out of like 5 attempts, maybe 6 attempts, and got to 28. But that Lat should have won that game. That's for sure on Lat. He gapped Jerome multiple times, and that was just on him. Also, he missed all of his free throws, which he shot 2 free throws. Again, if he hit both his free throws, he would have won the game. So I for sure think Lat could have won that game. I think that was Lat's game to win. But again, if you leave the door open for somebody like Jerome, he's gonna kill you, bro. Like, that nigga is different. But anyways, now I think that we need Lat versus Nesco, because those are both of Jerome's sons playing against each other, and that was already a good matchup, you know what I'm saying? But nah, Jerome wants Scoob. I think that's where Jerome is gonna, I don't know, I think that's where he hits a wall. But on to the next game.